Evening, hey, my quasi, it's big Kwasimodo in the building. So when you think about social media, you think about, or you think about,
What are you doing with your hands? Listen.
You guys want to tell to get it? Oh!
or you think about,
Okay.
yeah. So just this is basically a video just me rambling. Like, what is social media in 2026? Like, what is social media? So of course, we got the big players in the game. We got the Instagrams, the Twitters, the TikToks. We got all of that shit going on. Now again, I'm a motherfucker that came up off of the AOL MSN days or whatever, Basically, we did have MySpace, the older generation, MySpace was probably their shit. Of course, Facebook, which is Meta, but Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, they're all linked together. So Meta. Then we have Twitter/X, and of course, TikTok. And it's like, what can we see? Now, it got to the point where I was even sitting here in, I believe, 2020. By the way, go check out my main channel, which is more of my hip-hop commentary channel, where I talk about some other shit. This is more of a free-flowing channel. I just get my shit off over here. But go check that out over there. But basically, on that channel, I brought up, like, what is the next social media? Now, of course, TikTok came out of nowhere and it soared. But, of course, I believe TikTok was Musically or similar to Musically and Vine-esque. So we've seen the formula. Now, TikTok has added its own shit to make that formula new and fresh, but even still, it still is a way. Now, with that being said, though, what is social media now? And it gets to the point where it's just like, what's new? What else? Now, I did think we would get new contenders or new social media that, like, motherfuckers would be on mostly. Like, as we seen Meta try to do their own Twitter with Threads. They didn't really take off like that, but people are on it. It is what it is. There's Blue Sky, which is like another Twitter alternative. There was like Mastodon. Like, there's a couple alternatives out there. There's like a platform for podcasts. I forgot what the fuck it's called. But yeah, there's so many other alternatives, and I'm just like, nothing has really taken off. I guess you could say TikTok took off, but even still, we had like some stuff like with Clubhouse when it first popped up in like during the pandemic. So early 2020, when it first came out, we were just like, oh, this is new, this is fresh. Like TikTok, they're making it like so hip, like you had to get invited to that shit, and it looked pretty much cool. You would sign up, do your thing, you could broadcast as like a live chat room, i.e. Discord, if you will. And a lot of people were on it. That's how, if you don't know, Whack 100 started doing this thing. He would get on there, talk to people. Joe Budden was on there a little bit, but then as you see, the other social media platforms adapted, and we got Twitter, or X, developed Twitter Spaces, and a lot of motherfuckers be over there doing their shit similar to that. It's basically social media platform built into another social media platform. We've seen that with fucking Instagram when they added the Reels thing to counteract what fucking TikTok was doing, and this and that and that and this. So again, we see like sometimes these motherfuckers copy off each other. We see that. We always see that. It is what it is. But like, what else? I guess you could kind of say, oh, F in a sense is a social media platform. Yes, I know, motherfuckers, it's a Gooner website, but like, it kind of is a social media platform. I still remember the day when it was like, well, not even the day, but I still remember when, what's it called? When, if you go on the fucking homepage and they're like, if you don't have to make an account, you could sign in with your Twitter, I knew niggas was cooked. Twitter or your X account, I know niggas was cooked. But yeah, it just gets to that point where it's just like, what is social media? I don't necessarily have an answer. It's just literally gooner content, as you can see, with the, I guess, elevation, I guess, if we're going to consider it social media, of OnlyFans and motherfuckers going on OnlyFans and selling themselves in a sense. Of course. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. If you down on your luck, and I'm just being realistic, I'm not condoning this, but if you really down on your luck, and hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to make some bank, you a pretty girl, I don't, hey, I see how you could go down that route. To be fair, I do see at some point when there's going to be a fucking, like, every girl, or not every girl, but majority of girls will have an OF, and at a point when you start talking to women, it's like, yeah, I have an OF account, it'll be normal. But anyways, yeah, it just really it begs the question, what is social media in 2026? It's gooner content, drama/beefs, and just stupidity. A lot of not safe for work content. We can say Reddit as well is a social media platform. It's just so much, I wouldn't say toxicity, but so much nonsense out here. Like, I remember back with the OG fucking IG when you just had the grid and your shit had to fit in the grid or this and that and that and this. Like, it gets to the point, it's like, not necessarily we're living in a simulation. I'm not going to go that far, but it's like, what else? So I do want to have that. Like, what new platform or what platform can come out that will be like so innovative that will like, everybody will go over there and start doing their thing. Because again, with all this AI and the fuck we're losing RAM when niggas want to make the new consoles, or losing RAM to this AI development nonsense, and niggas can't come up with a new social media platform? That's insane to me. That really is insane to me. But hey, we just got to see what's happening. It's crazy at this point. It really is crazy. But yeah, let's see where the fuck happens. Yo, 2026, we already got a lot of nonsense, especially if you follow my hip-hop channel. I talk about all the nonsense over there, but we already got a lot of nonsense. We'll see exactly what goes on over there. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. We got motherfuckers making music on there with the Sonos and all this other shit. Like, there's just so much shit happening at this point. Like, who knows where this shit will go. But yeah, that's just a little update. Like, what is social media? It's really Gooner content. Gooner content, not safe for work content. Like, yeah, there's still people there discussing like shows they like and this and that. There's still like commentary aspects, but even still, like that, even like Twitter is not exactly the same. When Elon bought Twitter, like, it's like, this nigga be doing this shit. The Gronk AI be going crazy. You could literally ask Gronk to, if you see a picture of a fully clothed woman, to take off the clothes and it's a nude. Like, it's ridiculous how much this AI be doing a lot of this shit. Like, it's crazy to me. But yeah, we'll see exactly what happens and what goes on. But yeah, social media in 2026, like, I don't even know how to describe it. If it's one word, it might just be it exists. I can't really necessarily say it is what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, you could curate your page and you could miss some of the bullshit, but there's a lot of bullshit, a lot of hate speech, a lot of politic nonsense as well. But again, I digress. This is just a little rant video. I'm just talking my shit, getting my ideas off. But what do y'all think? You already know what it is. I bid you adieu to the little Kwasimodo out the room. You heard me? Slimes on P-Shot L's gang. Aye.